In February 1957, a man walking through a wooded area on the outskirts of Philadelphia stumbled onto a cardboard box. Inside, it was a small child, naked, beaten, and dead. For the next 65 years, nobody on earth, not the police, not his neighbors, not even his own family, could say his name out loud. He was buried under 5 simple words: America's unknown child. This is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On the afternoon of February 25th, a passerby noticed the box tucked into the brush of the Fox Chase neighborhood. What he found inside would haunt investigators for generations. A small boy, roughly 4 years old, wrapped loosely in a blanket. He had been severely beaten. He was malnourished, his hair recently and crudely cut, almost as if someone had tried to change how he looked before discarding him. Investigators noticed something strange. The boy had a surgical scar near his ankle and another near his groin, signs that at some point in his short life, doctors had treated him. There was also a distinctive L-shaped scar beneath his chin. These marks told a story. This was not a child who had lived completely off the radar. Someone, somewhere, had taken him to a hospital, and yet no hospital record, no missing child report, no name ever surfaced to match him. Philadelphia police opened the case within days. A fingerprint expert at the scene, Bill Kelly, carefully took the boy's prints himself, but they matched nothing on file. Detectives circulated his photograph in newspapers across the entire country. Thousands of flyers went out. Officers compared his footprints to hospital birth records throughout the region. Nothing matched. It was as if this child had never officially existed at all. Year after year, the case went cold, then colder. Detectives who worked it as young officers retired, grew old, and passed away. Many of them never stopped thinking about the boy in the box. For decades, science simply could not reach far enough back to answer the question. That changed with the rise of forensic genealogy, using DNA not just to match a known suspect, but to rebuild an entire unknown family tree from scratch. In 2019, investigators exhumed the boy's remains. Extracting usable genetic material took years of painstaking lab work. Genealogists quietly built out distant branches of a family tree, generation by generation, hunting for any name that might connect back to this nameless child. By October 2021, genealogists believed they had found him. But the case was so sensitive, and the science so new, that police waited over a year to confirm it publicly. On December 8, 2022, nearly 66 years after he was found, Philadelphia police stood before the cameras and said his name for the first time: Joseph Augustus Zarelli. Born January 13, 1953, just 4 years old when his life ended. Identifying Joseph answered one question, but opened another that remains unsolved to this day: who killed him? Investigators have said only that they have suspicions, but the case remains an open, active homicide investigation. His parents, Augustus John Zarelli and Mary Elizabeth Plunkett, were never the ones who reported him missing. To this day, no one has ever been charged. Joseph was reburied in 1988 at Ivy Hill Cemetery, still under his old, nameless epitaph. Today, his headstone finally carries his real name. For 65 years, 9 months, and 13 days, a 4-year-old boy waited for the world to simply say who he was. His case is a reminder of how many children, even now, can disappear without anyone noticing at all.